Dear guests, today's event will start in 2 minutes and it will be streamed live on AFC website. Please turn your mobile phones on silent mode and importantly stay seated throughout the whole event. The doors to the event hall will now be closed.
We're here at the AFC house just minutes away from the AFC Under-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers draw. And this draw is definitely one to look forward to as we have 33 member associations competing. This competition will consist of 2 qualifying rounds leading up to the finals where there will be 6 groups with 5 teams in qualifiers round 1 and 6 group winners plus 2 best teams in second place will make it to qualifiers round 2, making it 8 teams in total. Without wasting any more time, let us proceed with the main event, which is the AFC Under-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers draw.
Kuala Lumpur, the home of Asian football. We are all gathered here today to witness the AFC Under-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers draw. My name is Deborah Pereira and I will be your MC for today. We have distinguished guests among us today. I would like to warmly welcome the team representatives who are the stars of today's draw and members of the media. Before we proceed further, let's have a look at some of the past highlights of the competition. All 30 teams involved in today's draw will be competing for a spot among the top 8 teams to qualify to the final competition next year. Before we proceed with the draw procedure, let's look at how it all works with this video explaining the technical procedures of the draw mechanism.
AFC U-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers. 33 member associations of the Asian Football Confederation will participate in the AFC U-16 Women's Championship 2019. Competition format. The top 3 teams of the AFC U-16 Women's Championship Thailand 2017, DPR Korea, Korea Republic and Japan receive a direct qualification into the finals. all remaining teams start their participation from qualifiers round 1. Host of the final competition will receive a direct qualification into the finals. However, the host of the final competition will also participate in the qualifiers round 1 for technical reasons. Seeding for the AFC U-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers draw. Seeding for the draw shall be based on the rankings of AFC U-16 Women's Championship Thailand 2017. The teams who did not participate in the 2017 edition have been added in the table as the lowest ranked teams, namely Bahrain, Indonesia, Lebanon, Mongolia, Nepal, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Syria and Tajikistan. There shall be 6 groups of 5 teams each in qualifiers round 1. 6 group winners and 2 best second place teams shall qualify for the qualifiers round 2, total 8 teams. Each group shall play 1 round league format in a centralized venue. Draw mechanics. Teams will be allocated into 5 seeding pots according to the seeding table shown earlier. The host member associations, Bangladesh, Kyrgyz Republic, Mongolia, Nepal, Sri Lanka and Tajikistan will be drawn into separate groups. Draw will commence following sequence from pot 5 to pot 1. The first to 6th team drawn from pot 5 will be placed in positions A5 to F5 respectively. The remaining 3 balls will be moved to pot 4. First to 6th team drawn from pot 4 will be placed in positions A4 to F4 respectively. In order to apply separation of hosts into different groups, a host of qualifiers from this pot shall not be drawn into the same group as the other host of qualifiers may have been drawn earlier. If drawn together, it will be moved to the next group with the following drawn team taking its place. Unless all hosts of qualifiers are drawn earlier, the necessary number of remaining groups with no host shall be reserved for the host of qualifiers from this pot yet to be drawn, and any team drawn to the remaining group or groups with no host shall be moved to the next group. Same procedure, order and rules for separation of host shall be applied to pot 3, pot 2 and pot 1 respectively. That will conclude the draw for the AFC U-16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers.
All clear on how the draw mechanism works. To conduct the draw, I would like to welcome on stage Ms. Jessie Dai from the National Team Competitions Department. Thank you.
Dear guests from the member associations, AFC colleagues, and ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon. Welcome to witness the draw for the AFC Under-16 Women's Championship qualifiers, 2019 qualifiers. For today's draw, we have 30 teams involved, and they are divided into 5 pots in front of the stage. As explained, we will start the draw from pot 5 for the positions 5 in each group. First team for today going to Group A, position 5, Sri Lanka. By going to Group A, they will also be hosting this group. The next team drawn will be going to Group B, same position 5, Mongolia. First time participation in AFC Under-16 Women's Championship. They will also be the host for one group. Moving on to Group C. Next team will be Tajikistan. Another host of the qualifiers, Position 5 in Group D, Indonesia. They were away from AFC women's competitions for a long time. Their last participation was back in 2005. The next team will be going to Group E, position 5. Syria. Also first time participation in AFC women's youth competitions. For the last, position 5 in Group F, Lebanon. Going to F5. Now we have 3 teams remaining in pot 5. They will be moved to pot 4. Joining Guam, Palestine, and Singapore. Now for position 4 in each group. For A4, Guam. They have made their way to the final in 2013. Next team join Pakistan. They will make their first appearance in AFC Under-16 Women's Championship. Next team for position 4, Singapore. Active participants in AFC youth women's competitions. For Group D, position 4 will be Palestine. They have also been regularly participating in the Under-16 Championship. Now we have 2 teams left. One of them will be host of 1 groups. Nepal. Host of qualifiers. Group E will be played in Nepal. Last team from pot 4 will be joining Lebanon in Group F. To confirm, Bahrain. Moving on to pot 3. As you can see from the screen, we have another host in this pot, and we will apply the host separation in the process of the draw. First team from pot 3, Jordan. They have qualified to the final stage in 2013. Jordan A3. Next team from pot 3, Hong Kong. They will be in Group B, playing their qualifiers in Mongolia. For position 3 in Group C, Kyrgyz Republic is one of the hosts for qualifiers, so they will be going to the next group without host, Group D. D3, Kyrgyz Republic, hosting Group D. And the next team will be going back to Group C. Northern Mariana Island, actively participating in Under 16 Women's Championship. For Group E, position 3, that will be going to Nepal to play the qualifiers. Malaysia. And the last team for position 3 in the group, United Arab Emirates, joining Bahrain and Lebanon. Now for the turn of the position 2 in each group, we will draw the teams from pot 2. First team drawn going to A2, Uzbekistan. They were one of the teams in final stage back in 2013 and 15, but they missed the final in last edition. For Group B, position 2, we have India. And the next team going to Group C, position 2, joining Northern Mariana Island, Singapore, and playing Tajikistan, Islamic Republic of Iran. For Group D, another team going to play the qualifiers in Kyrgyz Republic, Chinese Taipei. Also a relatively strong team in the youth competitions. They were in the finals in 2013 and 2015. Between Vietnam and Myanmar, going to Group E, position 2, Myanmar. The last time they make it to the final competition was back in 2009. Last team from pot 2 will be going to Group F, Vietnam. Okay, now we have one last pot for today's draw for Under 16. We have one host in this pot, which is Bangladesh. There will be, if Bangladesh is drawn, they will go straight to Group F, which is reserved for the host. First team from pot 1, Bangladesh. Host of Group F. They were also participated in the final stage in 2017. Now going back to Group A, position 1, China PR. Best performance was runner-up in 2005, fourth place team in the previous edition. Next team going to join India, Hong Kong, Pakistan, and Mongolia. Laos. There will be their second time participation. They participated in 2017 the first time, and they make it to the final. Next team going to position 1 in Group C, Thailand. Host of the competition in 2017, and best performance was fourth place in 2015. Last two teams between Australia and the Philippines. Now we have Australia going to D1. Last team for today's draw for under 16 Women's Championship that going to E1 will be Philippines. Thank you for your attention. Now we conclude the draw for AFC Under 16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers. We wish all the teams best of luck in the matches later in September this year. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to recap on the draw results. For Group A, China PR, Uzbekistan, Jordan, Guam, and host Sri Lanka. Group B, Laos, India, Hong Kong, Pakistan, and host Mongolia. For Group C, Thailand, Islamic Republic of Iran, Northern Mariana Islands, Singapore, and host Tajikistan. For Group D, Australia, Chinese Taipei, Kyrgyz Republic, Palestine, and Indonesia. For Group E, Philippines, Myanmar, Malaysia, Nepal as host, and Syria. For Group F, Bangladesh as host, Vietnam, United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, and Lebanon. This marks the end of the AFC Under 16 Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers draw. I wish you and the participating teams the very best of luck. May the matches be played in the spirit of fair play, and see you in September. The match schedule will be distributed to you shortly. The next draw to be held here is at 4 p.m. for the AFC Under 19s Women's Championship 2019 qualifiers. Thank you everyone for your attendance.